I've had some absolutely amazing experiences from Grindr, but I've also left meets feeling absolutely awful about myself. And I don't think I'm the only one. Because I feel like nobody really talks about the mental side of these apps. The constant comparison, the ghosting, the awkwardness after meets, and how easy it is to let an app affect your confidence without even realizing it. Welcome to another episode of Gay Talk. Welcome to Gay Talk. Yes. Now, before we start this episode of Gay Talk, guys, I just want to say that I am not attacking any of you guys that use Grindr. I myself have used Grindr for a number of years now, and I've had some fantastic meets from Grindr. If you go back on my channel, you'll see all these different meets that I've had. I've had some bad meets, but equally, I've had some fantastic meets, and meets I will remember and cherish for the rest of my life. So please, please do not be thinking I'm attacking you. As a matter of fact, I still use Grindr to this day, so the app can't be that bad. We are all going to have our own opinions when it comes to dating apps. Not all of us are going to think dating apps are good, not all of us are going to think dating apps are bad. It all comes down to personal preference and opinion. And in today's video, this is my opinion. So sit back, relax, guys, and let's get straight into it. Taps and messages can affect your confidence way more than you may initially think. In my home city, for example, I don't get any taps, I don't get any messages. Now, deep down, that makes me feel like I'm not wanted, I'm not good enough, maybe my banter's dry, or these guys just don't like what they see in my profile picture. But if I go to another city, I'm getting tapped like mad, I'm getting messaged like mad, and I feel wanted. I feel like guys actually want to meet me, get to know me, have a hookup. When you get a reply on Grindr, sometimes it can fastly change the mood that you're in. You could have 1,000 profile pictures on Grindr, some of your stomach and all that stuff. But then the guy will still message you and ask for an up-to-date stomach picture. At that point, your mood just goes from here to here because you may feel like you're a good-looking guy, but then when they start asking for stomach pictures, they're obviously wanting to make sure that you're slim and athletic before they're going to commit to meet you. And truthfully, I think it's disgusting that people don't go for the person these days. They just go for the way that people look and they want them to be the slimmest person out there. It's like you have to be a gym built person in order to get a man. Now, by no means am I going to sit here and pretend that I'm an angel. I'm not, and I'm not perfect neither. Of course, there's been meets where I've gone on looks and I've gone on body types. So I'm not going to sit there and say that I've never done that before because I have. But my mindset is slowly shifting away from that. And I'm starting to see people for them, not the way they look, not the way their body is, but for them. Another point is comparing yourself to other people on the platform. Every year we're getting older, guys. Every year we're going up another age. And as we're going up another age, more younger generation are coming on to Grindr. And unfortunately, it's a competition. You often find yourself comparing yourself to the new people that are joining Grindr. Are they better looking than me? Are more people going to go for them? I do it myself. I look at some people on the app, the new ones that come on who have six packs, big muscles, and I think, I stand no chance. And do you know what? That takes a huge, huge impact on your confidence. But tell you what, you need to start accepting who you are. Don't change yourself for anyone because at the end of the day, if you're changing yourself for someone, they're not loving you, they're loving your body. When you compare yourself to other people, you then become more self aware and you go on your own profile, you look at your own profile pictures, and you start thinking that they look bad compared to everyone else. And then you start taking new pictures at different angles to make yourself look better. And it's sad that the world's gone that way. Stop changing your profile pictures and accept who you are. God made you that way. If people don't like you for who you are, let them walk. I keep getting told in my comment sections that Mr. Right will walk through that door one day. A lot of guys that use Grindr often feel like they're going to be easy disposed of or they're going to get ghosted. And to be honest with you, it's quite a valid feeling to have. I've had many good conversations on Grindr with good looking guys. We've been talking, getting to know each other, expecting to meet each other, talking about things we're going to do on hookups, and then the chat's just disappeared. What's going on there? Clearly, all they've came on Grindr for is to sext, block, and move on, and it's just ridiculous. If their intention is just sexting and they've got no intention of a hookup, they should at least be making you aware of that. You could be spending 40 minutes to an hour getting to know this guy, expecting a hookup to come of it, and then get blocked. And then you're sitting there thinking, well, what have I done to deserve that? And I've just wasted 40 minutes to an hour of my life talking to this guy, getting to know him. And if your goal is a hookup, you could have been talking to another guy that would have been serious about a hookup. And then you've got the guys that'll block you after a meetup. And you're left thinking, What did I do wrong? Did I offend this guy? Was I bad at the deed? Did I smell? All these different things will run through your head, and that affects your confidence too. Sometimes it'll even put you off meeting people in the future. Then you get the guys on Grindr that act like they're interested in you. They want to take you out on a date, they want to go to the cinema, they want to get to know you as a person. And then 5 minutes later, you're talking about whether you're top or bottom, whether you're compatible. You start getting to know each other, and then boom, they start ghosting you and vanish. You're then replaying the whole chat that you've had with this guy, thinking, do they not like something you do in your personal life? Do they not like your hobbies? Do they not like the pictures you've sent them? And it eats away at your confidence. And again, it puts you off wanting to meet people in the future. It makes you feel like you're replaceable. You know for a fact that guy's blocked you, he's already back on Grindr, he's speaking to someone else, and it's like you never existed. Do you think that guy's worried about how he made you feel in that moment in time? No, because again, he's talking to someone else. This is what destroys confidence on apps like these. Sometimes it feels less like dating and hookups and more like online shopping for humans. In 2026, looks are very important when dating or arranging hookups. It shouldn't be that way, but unfortunately, it is. Now, I'm not saying this is every guy, I'm just saying from what I've seen on Grindr, this seems to be the way that things are moving. If you don't go to the gym, you're not slim, you're not muscly, you don't have a cute young face, then you're going to be put to the back of the queue compared to someone that is muscly, does have a six pack, does have muscles, has a cute young face. And because this is the way that dating and hookups seem to be going, you then try and improve your chances by updating your profile pictures, taking pictures at different angles, in different lighting, trying to appear more confident in your profile pictures, comparing yourself to other people's profile pictures, and trying to see where you can improve on your profile pictures to be like them. It's natural. We're all human. We all want that opportunity. And because looks are becoming more and more of a thing these days, we often overanalyze ourselves when we arrange a hookup or a date. How many people look at themselves in the mirror about 5 times before they leave the house? You brush your teeth about 5 times. You do your hair 5 times. You spray yourself several times. You jump in the shower a few times. You want to make sure that you look 1,000,000% because if you don't, the guys are just going to go to the people that do look 1,000,000%. And then guys wonder why guys won't show up to hookups, dates, and they resort to blocking you and not talking to you again. Have you ever wondered that that might just be fear of rejection? They might feel in themselves that they don't look good enough to meet you. I mean, how many times have I said I feel like that? I get so nervous before I meet people now as I feel I don't look good enough. I feel like I'm going to jump in someone's car and they're going to reject me. This is what modern day dating apps make me feel like. They make me feel like I'm worthless. They make me feel like I'm not good enough. And that's why I probably don't meet many people in this day and age. This is why I'll probably go down to England to meet guys, because down there I get attention. Down there, I'm not as fearful of rejection because I live up here. I live 500 miles away. And then, God forbid, an older gentleman will message you and will try and shoot his shot. And then you've got people on Grindr that are just so cruel to them, won't give them an explanation, won't even say, sorry, mate, you're a bit above my age gap. They'll just block them. How do you think that makes that person feel? And then you've got the feelings after a Grindr meet. Now, sometimes I'll have a feeling of emptiness. Now, I could be meeting a guy for a hookup. I know it's no strings attached, but there could be a situation like this video up here where I met a lorry driver and the meet was so good. I spent a few hours with a guy, knew it was no strings attached, had such a good time with him, felt loved, felt looked after, felt secure. And then when I got out of his truck and I knew the meet was over with, I just felt empty, felt lonely again. And a huge part of that is down to the fact of I shot my shot with so many guys, I didn't even focus on looks, and I got ignored so many times. So when I met this lorry driver, for example, it was a rarity. It was a meet that I could actually go to. It was a guy that wasn't wasting my time. Do you know what I mean? That's why I felt so empty and lonely, I think. Then when I'm leaving meets where I've enjoyed myself, I suffer anxiety. Was I good enough for them? Did I do the deed correctly? Did this guy enjoy spending time with me? Is he likely going to want to meet me again? All these things run through your head. And I guess the anxiety for me in that situation was looks are a huge part. No one in my city was giving me the attention on Grindr. I was barely getting messages or taps. This guy was coming back through my city loads of times. The LGBT community where I'm from is very small, and I guess I just wanted to maybe have a friends with benefits sort of arrangement with this guy. So my anxiety was going insane, thinking, hopefully I can meet this guy again. Hopefully I've left a good impression. And whilst you're going through that anxiety, you're also overthinking. Did this guy actually like you? Did he like his meat? Did he like the experience? Or are you not his thing? And I guess you're waiting for that message. They maybe say, do you want to meet again? But you're also anticipating in your head of they might block you as soon as you go. That chat's going to disappear and then you're on to trying again. So why do people return to apps like this if this is the experience they get? Like I said earlier in the video, Grindr is not all that bad. I've had some fantastic meets from Grindr, like I said earlier. And I guess there's a few reasons why guys return. I think number one is loneliness. Some guys are lonely. They have no family. They just want to hug, they want to make out, they want to feel loved for an hour. Some guys enjoy the excitement. They get excited meeting new people. They get excited at the thought of having a hookup. They get excited at the thought of maybe a hookup turning into dates, getting to know someone, getting to meet Mr. Right. Some guys use it when they come home from work, they're bored, their right hand is there, they're in the mood, they just want a quick release. They'll jump on Grindr, they'll waste someone's time for an hour, they'll talk about all the wild things they want to do, and then they'll block you and disappear. And then you've got the guys that'll go on there for the validation and the attention. The guys that want all the messages and the taps, people telling them how good they look because it boosts their ego and makes them feel so good about themselves. And then they'll go off the app and that's them fed for the day. And then, in my opinion, you've got the rarity. You've got the guys that want to try and develop a connection. You've got the guys that want to kind of develop a friendship. You've got the guys that potentially might want to date you. You've got the guys that want to get to know you a bit better and are not going to block you. And you've got the guys that just don't care about looks. So even though that's rare in my opinion, maybe that's just from where I'm from. I don't think Grindr is evil, but I do think people pretend it doesn't affect them emotionally when it does. And honestly, I think people relate to this more than they admit. Grindr is not all that bad, but I don't think I'm going to find Mr. Right on Grindr. A lot of you guys in the comment sections of my video tell me that you found your partner of many years on Grindr, and for that, I take my hat off to you and I just wish you all the love in the world. But from where I'm from anyway, I don't think that is ever going to be possible. Maybe if I venture off down to England at some point in cities where there's loads of guys, that might be a possibility. But like I said at the start of the video, this video is my opinions and based on where I'm from in the Scottish Highlands. Do you guys agree with my points in this video? Is there anything that you would add? Is there anything you would take away? Have you had a positive experience from Grindr? Or have you always had negative experiences from Grindr? I would definitely like to hear all your comments below and I will respond to every single one of them. That is a promise. If you're new here, guys, please do consider subscribing. It would mean the absolute world to me. And share the video with your friends that you think might be struggling at this moment in time. We're all a community here and we're only growing. Thank you all so much for watching this video and I'll see you in the next one.